Overlanding to India, episode 18, en route to China. We are almost sad to leave Lake Son-Gül with its lush green fields. But it's time to carry on. We agreed to meet with some other travelers. Together, we will tackle the journey through China. The first part we ride is actually the same we rode 2 days earlier. We again reached a pass height of 3,300 meters. Today, however, the view is very different. Whereas last time we rode in the darkness and through clouds, now the landscape opens up. One can also see the meandering road we have to pass when we go down. Then we pass a couple of Dutch tourists who we met on the top. They are sitting more comfortably in a small camper van. The winding road is fun to ride with the motorcycles, although the gravel sometimes makes it a bit slippery. We can see that the weather is not always as good here because there are roadworks going on. Once we're in the valley, we can also see a lot of water on the road from heavy rain the last evening. But the water cleans the dust from the motorbikes, so no problem. In the first and only gas station in the area, we meet some other overlanders. These guys from Germany are on their way to Mongolia. They travel on motorbikes which they bought for less than 1,000 euro. The initial plan was to head directly down south towards Tash Rabat on a mountain road which isn't even featured on Google Maps.
Our first flat tire.
We could fix it quite fast, however.
In a spectacular landscape.
On the opposite side of the road, there was an Islamic cemetery. There were ancient graves and also brand new graves mixed together. As we were close to the town Baitov, we decided to take lunch there. After lunch, however, we noticed a huge thunderstorm above the mountains we were about to cross. So we decided to turn back towards Narin and make a detour to avoid getting wet. The next day, we continued our ride towards Tash Rabat. Tash Rabat is located in a remote mountain valley. Here we agreed to team up with the other travelers who join us for the ride through China. When we arrived, there was a school bus full of children who were very interested in our motorcycles. Some of them even learned English at school, and we could have a little chat with them. I think they found the motorcycles more interesting than the caravanserai. When the school bus left, silence returned to the valley. The surrounding mountains, which we will climb a bit later, are steep and green. We are surprised to see a large group of horses speeding down the mountain. They did seem to know where they're going. So now it's time to visit the actual stone construction here. We are in Tash Rabat in an original caravanserai, one of the few which are still existing. It is said that this building is originally constructed in the 10th century as a monastery, either Christian or Buddhist, it's not really clear. In the 15th century, it has been converted to a caravanserai.
Let's duck.
This is one of the 31 rooms. Usually they consist of one or more domes with a small hole in the top to provide for some light.
I think these have been the sleeping places.
And here we go totally into the dark.
This is our overnight stay near Tash Rabat.
The next morning we leave in a small convoy. If you watch closely, you can see groundhogs left and right to the road who dug holes. They get startled when we drive by and quickly jump into the hole. There must be thousands of them. Then we reach the tarmac, which brings us to the Torugart pass. This is one of the 2 gateways into China for overlanders. These are our co-travelers. In the next video, we will explore this part of China and especially the city of Kashgar.